Pratibha, the other thing also is we talk about startups, but a lot of startups, like MR was saying, were Me Too's. A lot of these models are businesses which have already been very, very successful in the United States or the other, Western countries of the world. They're replicating their model. And sure, it's becoming a success. But I want to understand from you, where do you think disruption and new disruption and innovation for the Indian IT sector could come in from?
Yeah, I think, first of all, I don't think all the startups that are here, those ideas were already there somewhere, because a lot of the startups here who are touching the billion plus population were startups for scale. And many of the startups in US and UK, China for that matter. China, of course, again for scales. But the startups in US and all were pretty much centered around some tech boom and all. Here it's a lot of startups around consumer boom. That's why, our food techs, our health tech, our all the other kinds of stuff have happened because of the reach. And yes, demographic dividend, and now you have democratic dividend. So those are at play. So first, number one, our startups are not necessarily mirroring what others have done. A lot of newness has happened from this country. UPI is the best, the super best example of the world, right? Now, and for that matter, Infosys, TCS were startups few years back, let me tell you, right? So the IT boom was startups 40 years back. Why? I think America missed. America did a lot of stuff in the product side. But the services IT was startups of India. And even the startups of today are. Now, where is the next new disruption? So like I said, a lot of the technology disruptions and tech-enabled disruptions, like fintechs, health tech, are enabled by a new technology. And the new technology is really around the new stuff that we see around creative, and I keep on talking that, because with automation, a lot of the BAU stuff will just happen. The new stuff which is around creativity, what you see in AR, VR, what you see in the 3D. So that is where it's moving towards, and Indian companies can actually take the lead in emerging companies and startups in those new technology-enabled areas. So I think that's where the disruption will be. And of course, blockchain was not possibly that successful, but AR, VR, and now metaverse, all of that might be the real successful one. So it is, that's where my mind is at. And the Indian startups for scale will show the world like what UPI has done. And like I say, the digital India has moved, yes, because of policies and frameworks, but it has moved because of few things. One is very low cost availability of data. Those are the real things. That's why content, everybody is a creator. Everybody is in the room is a creator. Who has a phone? That person is creating content.
Influencer.
Right now we are creating content. So the world of content is here, right? And that's because of cheap data. Yeah. Second, mobile in every pocket. Yeah. That's another India phenomenon. So the mobile has changed the world. Mobile technology, mobile first innovation will be the startups of India, which will go and serve rest of the world. America doesn't have too much of mobile first, yes, web and all. So that's a mobile first stuff which has happened. And then of course our people, but there, as Rekha said, it's a national agenda for skilling and reskilling. Everybody should sit up and look, right? 50% of our population, students coming out, not employable. 50% of our people in existing organizations will not be relevant. It's a big, big problem staring at us. I think that's where I would talk about what we should focus on.